everything I wrote down came true. I remember doing this scripting exercise and writing down all of these things that I was trying to manifest. And at the time, it felt like it was really not gonna happen because I was in such a low point in my life. I was going to a job that I hate every single day, and I was so miserable. And I was so like down on myself and my situation. When I wrote this, I really felt like it was not at all possible and that it would never happen. And I remember thinking that when I was writing it. But I remember thinking, you know what, let's just trust the process, let's just trust the exercise and just kind of commit to doing this. And you might have seen videos about scripting where people will kind of take the piece of paper or the journal that they used to script with, and they'll look at it every single day. They'll look at what they wrote every single day, like before they go to bed and when they first wake up in the morning. But I honestly completely forgot about this whole thing. Partly because it's hard for me to look at stuff I've written previously. It just makes me like feel super embarrassed and uncomfortable, so I never do it. But I basically completely forgot about it. And this was like a year and a half ago. And the other day I was just so stressed out about an unexpected trip that I have coming up. And I was just like, this is so rushed. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to be able to pull it together, to put everything together, to do all of the things that I have to do. But then I remember one of the things that I wrote down at the time that I was trying to manifest my sort of dream life is I wanted to be able to travel 4 times a year. And I remember writing that and feeling like that was such a funny thing to write, and it was just like a weird feeling because I just really didn't feel like it was possible. I couldn't imagine a world where I could actually do that. And the same goes for a lot of things that I wrote down. Like I was physically going into work every single day, but I would write down things like, oh, I'm so grateful to have my remote job where I don't have to go in every day. I would write down things like, I'm so grateful to be so abundant that I don't really have to work if I don't want to. When at the time that really felt like an outrageous, like crazy thing to write down because I was nowhere near that. I was not at all in a place where I could like not work if I didn't want to. So I want to share with you guys like the prompt that I used and how I did this, and just kind of share my experience. And I hope that you try this as well, and I hope that you have good results with it too. But what you basically do is you start with writing down 3 things that you're grateful for that you actually do have in your current life and in your current reality. And for some reason, if it's something really, really small, it actually works even better. Something I've realized is that if you start to notice the really, really tiny small things in your life that make you happy, that make you grateful, that bring you just like the tiniest bit of joy, the smaller these little things are and the more you start to notice and appreciate it, the more you're going to be able to raise your vibrations, and the more you're going to be able to kind of like elevate your life. And it sounds weird to say, but it really is about the little things. The more like you start to notice and enjoy and kind of take pleasure from the little things that you do have, the more you're going to be able to manifest bigger things that bring you joy and happiness and pleasure. So really take note of that. But you start out doing this so that you can get yourself in a mode of gratitude, but not just gratitude for your current life and your current reality, no matter like how down you are, no matter how bad you feel like the situation is. If you can sit down and start to list the little things that make you feel happy and gratitude, the things that you're grateful to have in your current reality, it puts you in a very different mode and it helps you get ready to actually start manifesting. So you start with that, and then you just write in letter form, and you can say, dear universe, or whoever you want to thank for this dream life that you have. And you're gonna write it in present tense. So maybe you don't have all of these things yet, but you're gonna write it as if you already do. And you're gonna say, I'm so grateful to have my dream life. And then you're gonna start listing all of the things that is a part of your dream life, that is a part of your dream reality. And the more specific you can get with this, the better. And I'll tell you why in a little bit. But make sure that you're very specific, because sometimes you write something vague like, oh, I'm so happy that I'm really successful in this field, but you don't specify what success means. And then you kind of get to where you want to be, you are successful, but you really wanted a specific number of clients, or you really wanted a specific amount of money and you didn't specify. And then it becomes a little bit vague. So you might become successful. But if you don't define what that is, you might not get exactly what you want. So try to be as specific as you can. And the more you can describe your life and the things that make you happy, what is in this dream life? What do you have? What does your daily life look like? What does your weekly routine look like? Your monthly routine? So for me, I wrote, I'm so happy to be working remote, and I'm so happy to not be able to work if I don't want to. And I'm so grateful to be able to travel 4 times a year and explore the world and all of these things. So I would write all that down. And then the more descriptive you can get with the language, the more colorful you can make the language, the better. Basically, it's all about just getting yourself really excited for this reality and taking you out of this current sadness and you feeling down about yourself and your situation, and put you into a place where you can actually imagine having the life that you dream of. And what is in this dream life? What are all the things that's in it? Who are the people that are there to kind of celebrate and enjoy it with you? I remember writing like, my dog will be so happy because I'll be home more, and I feel like that has actually happened. I feel like she is a lot more happy now that I'm home all the time. Maybe you have a dream apartment in mind. What is the view that you would wake up to every day? What would it look like? What would it smell like when you open the window? The more detailed you can make it, the better. And then this is why you don't want to be vague, because I would write like, I'm so happy to have such a supportive community on social media, and I'm so happy to have finally found success on social media. And I do feel like I have found more success, but I didn't specify like how many, you know, like a number or like some kind of metric to measure that success. So even though I feel like I am doing a lot better with social media, and I feel like I have found such a great community, and I am very grateful for that, but I feel like I should have specified what I wanted exactly. But just thinking about this the other day and thinking about the whole traveling thing really made me realize that everything I wrote down did come true. And it's kind of crazy to think, because I really didn't even realize that everything I wanted has basically come true. And it's only been like a year and a half, and I feel like I didn't even realize how grateful I actually am for all of the things that I have in my life right now, because it kind of happened slowly over time. Like I got one thing and another thing, so I kind of didn't even realize it. And then because I forgot about this scripting exercise, I forgot about, you know, what I wrote in my journal. I haven't looked at it, so to realize that it actually has all come true was kind of a shock to me in such a short amount of time. So I hope that you guys kind of try this out, and I hope that you find success in it. Maybe leave a comment below on the number one thing, the most important thing that is a part of your dream life that you were trying to manifest. And then you can kind of come back and check in on this later and let us know if it has come true and like how long it took for it to come true. Okay, that's it for today's little video. I hope that you liked it. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!